Yes, good evening, everyone. So let's wait for everyone to join first and then we'll start the session. Okay. So I think in the last session, we have completed the new product development. Yes, market testing, test marketing, commercialization we have done. New product launch, I think we have to start. Okay. Then this was the last slide I think we have discussed in the class, I think so. Okay. Hanji. This was the last slide I think we were discussing in the class, commercialization of the product.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So today we'll start with the next topic, that is new product launching. Okay, how the product may be launched, the factors, everything we will cover up. Okay, so we'll try to cover up the product part today in the class. Okay, let's wait for it for 2 minutes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Just waiting for 2 more minutes, okay? And then we'll start. Students, so let's start now. I think so now. That is about the next topic, that is new product launch. Now, as we are talking about the launching of a new product, what are the, you could say, basic assessment which we need to do whenever we are launching a particular new product or a particular offering to the customer? Okay, so the basic factors to be considered when we are talking about launching a new product. Okay, the first one, that is about the whether actually there is a need or want of that product in the market or not. Because, like, for example, if you're launching any new product, is that product is basically matching to the needs and the wants of the customer or not, or expectation of the customer or not. Okay, so the first and foremost thing which we always need to keep in mind, that do consumer wants or needs this product or not, and if so, definitely your product may be demanded, maybe you could say required, or maybe you could say being purchased by the customer. Okay, but it may possible that the product, if it is not required, it could, the product is always saturated in the market. Definitely in those cases, the product may not be, you could say, demanded, or the product do not have that success which might the company is expecting for. Okay, second point is basically all about the assessing the opportunity. As you always know that whenever a particular new product or the variant or any, you could say, options, alternative which the company is going to launch, you always need to see your competitors. You always need to assess about the market competitions. Okay, you always need to see the size of the market. Size means about the customer affordability, number of customers, their frequency of buying. Okay. After that, you always need to assess about the estimation of the market share. Okay. Market share basically is all about what about the dominance of your competitor and where you stand in that position in the market. Okay. And the last one we have, that is about the cost or ease of entry. Right? How actually we can enter into the market. That basically point about your cost or ease of entry. Okay. So that is basically the four major factor whenever we need to assess the opportunity of any market. Okay. So that is about your size of the market, which require the factors like number of customers, number of potential customer, we can say, their frequency of buying, their purchasing power, each and everything will come under size of the market. The second point we have, that is called the competition. The competition, as I already told you, estimation of the market share. Market share is the position of the company in the market as compared to the competitor, and cost and ease of the entry. I hope so these points are clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, friends, fine. Next one we have new product launch and the 4P strategy regarding that. Okay. The first and foremost thing that is about the how the 4P strategy may work whenever the company is launching a new product. Fine. The first part we're talking right now, that is about the pricing strategy. Pricing strategy basically is all about depends on the company's branding, depends on the company's popularity, depends on the company's you could say positioning in the mind of the customer, and according to that the company may set the price of the product. As you know that, like we talk about the Apple product, how the positioning of the product in the market and how the psychological pricing it is being charged by the Apple from the customer, even though the cost would be very, very low. Okay. Like we talk about the product, when we discuss about, you could say demand. Okay. And how the demand is basically setting their product pricing based on the competition. Okay. Or based on the value, we can say. Okay. So whenever we are talking about the pricing strategy is totally based on the company's popularity, company's brand value, company's brand equity, companies, you could say up to what extent the company can charge the premium from the customer, and the benefit which the company may provide to their customer in turn. That is about the pricing strategy. And ultimately, the pricing strategy is the major, you could say, or the most important strategy to earn the revenue for the organization. Clear, I think, first point, everyone? The second point we have, which is called the product strategy. Product strategy is all about the bundle of benefit. I think we discussed initially as what is product. Okay. So what attributes, what color, what shape, what size, what design you are going to offer to your customer. So the basic attributes of the product must need to keep in mind before launching any new product. Okay. The next point is called your promotion. Okay. Promotion is very, very simple, that how you gonna do, you could say, inform, aware to the customer regarding your product and services offering. Okay. That maybe you could say demonstration of the product, advertisement, social media advertisement, e-advertisement, paper advertisement, hoardings. Okay. Everything. There are so many, you could say, ways how the company may promote their products. Then we have placements. Okay. So placement basically is all about where will consumer buy the product. Okay. The product may be available at a grocery store, at a particular, you could say, mall, in, you could say, a local market, okay, in a club or whatever it is. So placement basically is all about from where the customer may actually purchase the product or avail all those services. That is called about your placements. Clear, I think, everyone? The 4 P's of marketing, and how the 4 P's are basically playing a very, very crucial role whenever we need to launch a new product. Hanji, everyone, is this part clear? Shall we move to the next part, please? I think if it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next one, we have new product failure. Okay, because there are, I could say, we have seen actually so many examples that whenever the company is launching a new product, the success of the product may depends on, you could say, so many factors. Okay, so product may get failed, product maybe you could say moderately successful, you could say full flash successful. Okay, so depends on the strategy of the company. According to that, the new product might get failed in terms of creating the position in the mind of the customer. Okay, so let's start with this particular topic now. Why customers switch to the products, or why customers switch to any other brands? Okay, the first part is called pricing. The very common example we are talking right now, which we are talking about the pricing strategy. Okay, like as we can see that the pricing between Maruti and Hyundai, there is, you could say, a short, or you could say very minute differences, or the certain level of differences whenever the customer is approaching to purchase any vehicle. Okay, so if you are comparing with the pricing, definitely Maruti is the most cost effective vehicle available in the market. Okay, when we discuss about the, you could say, the product which you purchase in grocery as well, we always used to compare. Like for example, if I want to purchase, you could say, uh, a pulse, basically we talk about any sort of, you could say, spices. If we need to purchase, we have basically comparison available, different brand having different prices based on the quality, based on the brand value. Okay, so why customers switch to the product? The pricing is, you could say, is one of the most important criteria in that. Okay, any other example from your side, please, regarding pricing? Hanji.
So it can be if you take televisions,
Yes.
Sony, one of the
Hmm.
expensive product or expensive TV, it is considered in Indian market.
Yes, yes, very
And
good.
whereas if you take LG,
Hmm.
it can be categorized as second category.
Yes, definitely, very good.
So
Like,
both considering like the placement of both the televisions in the market, you can observe.
hmm.
Sony being yes, having a premium segment, it
Yes.
is having a niche market.
Hmm.
Whereas LG is having a second category, like which has taken major volume of the market, or
Yes,
at least you can take 50% of the market.
definitely, definitely, very good, very good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I think the pricing strategy and how the pricing strategy can be set, how the pricing strategy can be, you could say, uh, formulated by the companies. I hope so. It is clear to everyone. Any other example we can quote? I think. Hanji. Hanji. Yes, students. Any other example regarding pricing strategy? The pricing of airfare, if we talk about, like when we are comparing the airfare from different airlines, that is again the pricing strategy. Why the companies, the customer switching from Air India or other air, you could say, airways to Indigo, because Indigo is most cost effective. That you could say one of the pricing strategy we are talking right now. Hanji. Yes, students. I think.
Yes, sir.
What else? I think example from your side, please.
At the time of shopping, also we are comparing many prices.
Mm-hmm. Like when you go to, say, even to various, you could say, stores, like we talk about Tommy Hilfiger, even especially if we talk about in Tommy Hilfiger, you may find actually different categories of product. Okay, there are some premium brands they have in Tommy. It is called in-house brand for that. There are general, you could say, apparel which they provide to the customer. Okay, similarly we talk about Jack and Jones, how the Jack and Jones is basically coming up with their premium fabric, and they are also coming up with the general products to the for the customers. Okay, so even within a company as well, we have some pricing strategy available to compare and to switch to a particular new products. Clear,
Yes, sir.
everyone? Fine. Next one is competition. Very, very simple. Okay. Like when we discuss about the competition between Jio and Airtel, how the subscriber are switching from one to other, the competition level, why the customer switching to the particular product. When we talk about the milk product, okay, like from the Amul or the Sachi, or you could say Mother's Dairy, whichever city you belongs to, definitely we have certain comparison in the milk product as well, or milk offering as well in the market. Packaged milk I'm talking right now. Okay, like Airways, I think I discussed the example, how the intense competition between the Indigo and the other airlines. It is called the competition. And according to whenever the customer is getting the low prices or the cost effective, we could say option, definitely they will go for it. The comparison between the Maruti and the Hyundai or any other brand, if we talk about comparison between Dell and HP competition. Okay, so these are the example why the customer becomes switcher. I think switchers we discussed in the last classes. So the competition is one of the, you could say, important criteria when we come to switchers or the customer, why the customer is switching to a particular brand. Okay, any other example? Switchers because of competition. Hanji.
Colgate and Pepsodent.
Okay.
Also,
Yes.
and then in washing powders also there are many.
Yes. Very good. Very good example. Surf Excel, Tide, okay, Ariel. There are so many examples which based on pricing strategies only. Very good. DMart, Big Bazaar, pricing strategies. Okay, why I'm preferring better to go for DMart rather to go for Big Bazaar. There might have, you could say, some psychological pricing behind that as well. Okay, so that may be the competition which may switch a particular customer from one brand to other brands. Okay, service failure. For example, you purchase one product from uh, any electronic product we talk about. For example, let's suppose you purchase one electronic item like suppose Mitsubishi air condition you purchased. Okay, Mitsubishi, O General. There are so many you could say big brands available. Those are you could say the commercial brands if you're talking right now. How the after sales services is being provided by the company. Okay, when it's come to their maintenance, when it's come to their servicing, when it's come to their repairing. Okay, so if the after sales services are not up to the mark, definitely customer may switch to any other brand next time whenever they will go for the similar range or similar brand of product. Okay, so that is the, you could say, the third point, which is called service failure. Clear, I think, everyone? Okay. Next one, we have ethical issue. Oh, sorry. When we'll take the third point, it is called response to failure. Okay. Even the company gets failed, and even if you are not trying to revive your image, if you're not trying to, you could say, revive your, you could say, market image. When we come to, you could say, failure of the company. Like usually, we always say about the service sector when we discuss about, you could say, so many, you could say, insurance company, banking companies. If we talk about how they are responding to the customer, even if they fail to actually give the resolution to the customer. Okay, in that cases, how the company will revive, if the company is not actually reviving their position and still they fail to do so, it is called response to failure. Okay, the next one and the last one, we have ethical issues. How the ethical issues you could say may be the part of your, you could say, switching to the new products. An example, ethical consideration. Tata, I think, is the best example we have in front of us. We talk about PNG, how the ethically the PNG is actually contributing toward the societies. Or we can say ethical issues is more about, you could say, social responsibility, being, you could say, more prominent and more prompt when it's come to the ingredient offering to the customer. Okay, so that each and everything will come under, you could say, ethical issues of a particular company. Okay, what else I think when it's come to ethical issues?
Sir, I think there is a Tanishq ad
Hmm.
from based on the reason basis.
Yes. Anji, please. Yes, please continue.
Sir, it is correct or not?
No, you just at least you elaborate so that actually I will able to understand about exactly the
Ethical issue means the situation is generated due to any issues with any religions or due to any uncertain observation is there. Just like in Tanishq, there's Tanishq segment, and one ad is come related with the religions.
Yes.
There is some pregnant woman. So that's why maybe this is the ethical issue of any product.
Actually, it is more about the, you could say, marketing flaws. Actually, we can say. Okay, rather to we can say about the ethical issues. It is more about the marketing blunder actually, what the Tanishq has done at that time. Okay, and it got actually completely opposed by the people of the country as well. Okay, now like let me explain. I think this. Yes, Kuldeep, you want to say something? Kuldeep Kumar, you raised your hand. Yes, yes. So when we discuss about the ethical issues in the, you could say pricing or in the why the customer switching, as you know that there are certain technique when it comes to price discrimination. Okay, like for example, you are charging one price to one customer and other price with another customer. So there is, you could say, as per the customer, you are actually charging the prices on their faces. Like one product which you sell to the customer in 3,000, similar product you are offering to the other customer at 3,500. Okay, this is called price discrimination, and these discrimination actually may be the you could say one of the major flaw of any company whenever the ethical issues we are talking right now in terms of pricing. Okay, when we come to in terms of quality, in terms of ingredient which they are talking right now. Okay, this is called basically one of the, you could say, ethical issues in terms of the content or the quality which you are providing to the customer. Okay, like when we talk about you could say any services we render from any company. Okay, whether it's about the pest control, we talk about, you could say, grooming of a particular men and women. Okay, what ethical standard is they always follow when it comes to pricing of the products? Okay, pricing, quality, shape, size, content, quantity as well. Okay, that always actually comes under ethical issues in the pricing. Clear, I think, everyone?
Okay, sir.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. Shall you move please to the next part? Understood these 5 points, please, everyone? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes, I do. Tell me.
No, sir.
Okay, Kuldeep, thank you so much. Let's move to the next part. It's the reason for new product failure. Okay. As we know that, as we discussed already, that there may be a possibility that all the product may not be successful in the market because of certain reasons. Reasons may be anything, maybe pricing, maybe brand value, maybe brand, maybe the competition level. So there are so many reasons. Because of that, the product may get failed into the market. Okay. The first one, do not fulfill a real need or want of the product. Okay. So because of that, if you are not launching the product as per customer requirement or as per customer need or want, definitely customer may not be demanded that product, and later or sooner, definitely that product may be closed down or will be, you could say, stop production of that particular product or services by the company. That is the first point. Any example of that? Any product which is being launched and it may not serve the purpose?
Or like Nokia was Nokia, Motorola. With time, they didn't change with the technology. So the market value of the which was very good at the time, but now it doesn't have that kind of market.
Very good, very good. What about Tata Nano example? Will it come in the need or want?
Tata Nano also, because the concept was good, but then it doesn't serve the.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. What else? I think. I think if you might remember or not, I think men might be know that the two-stroke bike actually was launched by, I think, I don't know the company name right now. TVS, I think so. I don't know. Two-stroke bike. Okay, two-gear bike only. Okay. Okay, and that was completely a disaster actually when it's come to the two-wheelers. Hanji.
Similarly, like there was Onida, Western, they were the old TV brands, but now their market doesn't have a good.
Yes, very good, very good example.
Like a Aircel company.
Aircel, yes. The actually Aircel company, the problem was positioning actually. They could not position their services into the market, and because they have a very tough competition from the other related brands available in the market. Okay. Hanji. What else? Hanji. Any other product? I think any other example? Yes, students. Any other example?
One more example is Hindustan Motors.
Hindustan
A
Motor.
long time back.
Hmm.
They used to have the ambassador card, and then they developed Padmini, but further their R&D was not. So that was another fault. And at that time, Maruti has come in the market. So the price difference was high, therefore people switched to small cars.
Yes. Very good, very good. Even I think I don't know whether I'm right or not. I think there was one Google Glass was launched. Google Spectacles was launched. I think in between, but I think it was not actually purchased by the product by the people of any places. Okay, because that is a product somehow. I think Google Glasses, which will show you the map, which will show you the direction. I don't know what the features they have launched, but Google Glass actually. I'm talking about spectacles actually, which was a complete failure because it was not at all, you could say, demanded, or it was not in the need category of the customer. Okay, so that is again the one of the example we can consider under those who do not fulfill the need or want of the particular customer. Haji, clear? I think everyone. Shall we move to the next part?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Then we have, I think, next part that is about the pushed despite poor marketing research finding. Okay, marketing research finding means even though you search the market, you understand the market parameters, and the market parameters are not favoring to the, you could say, product which the company is thinking to launch. Still, company launch the product, and definitely it is intentional default, we can say, in the marketing terms. Okay, so that maybe you could say reason. Even though the company knows that the product may not be fashionable, product may not be demanded, or may not be, you could say, give the company's utmost profit, definitely that may be one of the reason. That if it is an intentional fault, definitely that may be the reason behind the new product failure. Technical problems. Hanji. Like recently, I think in between, you might have heard about the Samsung phone get burst. Okay, even like MacBook Pro range is not allowed in the uh,
Aircraft.
yeah, in the aircraft, in the flights. Actually, it was not allowed. So that is, you could say, failed or technical problem which they have in the products. Okay, what else? Nokia, I think it's one of the problem. Technical issue was with the Nokia as well that we can consider. Motorola as well. A code, no, not Kodak. Actually, there is one company. Like when we discuss about the company like Hitachi, Toshiba, I think these are again, you could say, the companies. Those who are one more important point. Yahoo, I think, is one of the example because of the technical issues which the Yahoo was facing at the time of Google emergence, and now you can see that everyone having, most of them having Gmail account as compared to Yahoo accounts. Okay, that maybe you could say one of the example we can consider.
Sir, Docomo is under
Yes, Docomo, yes. Technical issues was there. Definitely, that will be considered.
Sir, what was the problem in Hitachi and Toshiba when you're pointing out?
No. Actually, we are discussing about the technical comparison. Okay.
Correct. Is there was any technical hitch in that?
Let's go on a technical comparison. Okay, like for example, if you are going with the latest air condition, if you have in the market, and you have the traditional AC which is already installed in your house. So if you compare O General, Mitsubishi, the latest technology in the air condition, definitely if we'll compare on technical grounds, definitely any product which is launching in the same range, and if it is not actually matching the technical bifurcation or technical features, definitely that product may not be demanded by the customers.
No, we are talking about technical upgradation, or it is talking about technical faults.
Both we are discussing actually right now.
No, because as per my best of knowledge, Hitachi or Toshiba, more than Toshiba, Hitachi is one of the best product in technical aspects.
Yes, definitely.
Does they failure because of technical aspects or because of marketing strategies?
No, sir. Actually, like right now, we are discussing about both the aspect of technical problems. Okay, like
Correct.
Hitachi maybe like as of now in the Indian market. Okay, you can see the Hitachi is not having that position as compared to other brands in the same, you could say, range
Agree.
of product line we are talking right now.
Agree, sir.
Okay, so that may be because in technical problem we are discussing about the technical upgradation or technical glitches we are talking right now. Because if you are not upgrading yourself, like Nokia is the example, okay, or if you are not actually matching the pace of the competitor, definitely that maybe you could say one of the reason of technical issues within the company.
Okay.
Understood? I think so.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir, one other example, Orkut.
Orkut, yes, very good example. Like it was the first, I think, time any social
Yes, sir.
media interface has been launched. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. I hope
Even
so.
Nano car, when it was launched, there was technical problems were there. It was because of that it was not even it is not succeeded today also, but still it was not accepted in the market because of technical faults.
Yes. Even like one more very good example in technology, I think I didn't remember that right now. Even the Coke and Pepsi has come up with their product, but there was some issues when it's come to their ingredients. The ingredient issues again the technical problem when we're talking right now launching to a product in the market. Okay, students. So I think we should move to the next point. Okay, point number 4. That is overestimation of market size. Okay, sometime what happened, you are launching a particular product, and because that company thinks that the product maybe you could say demanded, or maybe you could say accepted, or maybe you could say fashionable in the market as compared to competitor, but the expectation of the company is basically not the reality. You think that there would be at least 1,000 units of sales in the first quarter of the particular year, but sometimes what happens, company actually overestimate their revenue, overestimate their turnover in the market, and according to that, there may be a possibility the company may have some, you could say, policy glitches as well, or you could say R&D glitches as well in the organization. Okay, because overestimation of market size, it may be because of the research and development. Okay, because the research team of the company, what are the inputs they are giving to the customers, giving to the companies, and on the base of those inputs only, the company is designing their policy. So it may possible there are some, you could say, wrong estimation which is done by the R&D, and because of that, the company might face some, you could say, issues or some glitches or some, you could say, loopholes in their policy making. Okay, everyone. Yes, students, I think. Is it
Sir,
clear?
can you give some examples for this?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the examples only.
Sir,
Because
yeah,
overestimation generally is all about the default in the R&D team. Okay, and if they actually wrongly assessed any particular, you could say, product, or wrongly assessed basically a complete, you could say, market condition, definitely it may become, you could say, the very could say intentional blunder actually, because somehow your R&D should be as strong as the company's, you could say, marketing policies. Yes, Shweta, I think you are saying something.
Yeah, just now you gave the example of Google glasses.
Hmm.
So might be it also fall on the same thing. The estimation of R&D was not so good.
Because they think that the people may accept, people may be, you could say, they will actually demand that particular product, but it was
Hmm.
not the case actually from the Google glasses. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
I think that can be.
that definitely will be the example. I'm thinking some more examples actually regarding overestimation of market size. uh, Haji, any example I think from your side? Because that would be, you could say, one of the example of Google glasses. And I think I'm not able to recall an example as of now. I think that would be the example we can definitely consider. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, yes, please. Any input, please.
see, I will come into building sector, being I am into the same segment.
Hmm.
See, there is one company named Hindware, and everybody might have.
Yes,
know
Hindware,
about
yes.
it. Hindware is basically like they're well succeeded, or you can say as a number one of one to five player in Indian market in sanitary section.
Hmm.
Whereas they also came into CP fitting, that is we are talking about metal taps,
Okay.
where where they estimated the market size as very big, and they started with the premium segment. Like they didn't understood the market concept or Indian market acceptance level, and they started with the expensive product without understanding the market, where they couldn't able to succeed as equal to sanitary section. So
Yes.
this might be one of the example where their wrong estimation about the market requirement or market size.
Yes. Correct, Mr. I think Santosh. Yes, absolutely correct. Because sometimes what happened, I think I'm not able to recall some examples actually. So overestimation of market size, definitely that will be the example, because usually what happened, like when the company is actually running in a particular product line, and if they are thinking that we can expand our business in some other sector, in some other industry, and because of that they expand their you could say business in you could say other product lines or other product mix. Okay, in all such cases, it may possibility that because company thinks that there are huge potential available in that market. Okay, but reality is quite different. Okay, so that may be the, you could say, the example which we can quote, or situation which we can quote for any organization. Clear, I think everyone, the original market size. Anji, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Anji. The last point, it is about the design problem that compromise functionality. Okay, like as you know that like recently there are so many, you could say, vehicle, like we always compare the vehicle whenever it is being launched in the market. We always actually compare the product on its comfort. Okay, whenever we are going for long drive, like we always say Innova is the best vehicle whenever we have to go for long drive. Okay, so whenever we are talking about any, you could say, particular feature, when it's come to design, it's a dimension, its shape, if you're talking right now. So that maybe you could say one of the example, that one of situation actually, when we talk about, you could say, design problem that may compromise the functionality or the basic utility of a particular product. Okay, like if you remember, there are some yoga laptops, if you have heard about. Okay, the designs are absolutely fantastic, but they have actually compromised with the functionality and durability of the laptops. Okay, because that laptops are not durable, not you could say having a long sustainability. Okay, when it's come to the efficiency and the effectiveness of the product and product services. Okay, so that is basically the part of one example which you're talking right now. That is Yoga laptop. I think by Lenovo, I think it was launched.
Yes.
Hanji. What else? I think
Sir, nano failure major reasons is that.
yes. Nano is again we can consider the example. What else? I think
Sir, there is engine fitted on back, and there is exhaust having some issues due to overheating of
yes.
not cooled proper.
Hmm. What else? I think Nano we have discussed. Yoga laptop. I think I have given the example. Hanji. Any other example from your side, please? Hanji. I think one example, I didn't remember actually the vehicle name right now. Recently the Vespa actually coming up with their scooters actually, which was mainly in you could say mainly it is for female centric. Okay, because of the color combination which they are launching, and that was a complete failure because of the design and the comfort which they are providing in the vehicles. Okay, so that Vespa is, you could say, one of the example which we can recently. I think it was launched, I think 2 to 3 years back, and now you can see that it was a complete failure for that company to continue with that particular products.
Sir, there is pricing issue also, na?
Pricing definitely it was very
Yes.
costly. Yes, it was very costly actually.
Due to that, and that same time there is a TVS Jupiter also relaunch. So that's why there is 4G and 5G having Honda, and same time there is Vespa. So there is price difference is around 16 to 17,000. So
Mhm.
that's why there is.
Yes. Even I think there was one issue with iMac as well. Basically, I didn't remember right now, because when initially the iMac was launched, okay, uh, there was certain, you could say, technical issue when it's come to its design. Okay, because the design and the size was very large and very bulky. But then after that, the iMac actually, the recent iMac or the iMac which was launched, I think after 2008 or no 2010 or 12 onwards, the iMac is basically more sleek and you could say more you could say compatible when it's come to for office purposes. So design problem, I think that they have resolved as well. That is iMac, I think one of the example. Anji, what else? I think when it's come to design problems, I think that is
3D television has came once few years
yeah.
back, but that doesn't succeeded.
3D television.
3D television.
I think it is segment related issues.
I think
Upper segment, not for the common.
okay.
I think Maruti A Star is a completely failure in the automobiles.
Yes.
A Star is completely failure because nowadays no any production.
Yes, definitely. I think there was one more actually issues. I think with one cosmetic brand actually. I didn't remember.
Parent
You
only,
want
sir.
to say the lip balm that try free?
The lip
It
balm,
was
because initially it was like an open, you could say, box through which you have to use your finger to apply it. But after that, they have actually come up with the new designs. Okay, to actually without compromising the functionality, without compromising the basic utility of the product, you may actually go through. Okay, that may be actually, I think I didn't remember right now that example. Okay, I hope student this is clear to everyone. Please, design problems.
Yes, sir.
Sure. So let's move to the next part now. Because there are so many things actually which is more based on research and observation only in marketing. Sometimes I can give only 1 or 2 examples, but rest definitely I need support from yours as well. Okay. Okay. There are some other you could say reasons which we are discussing right now for new product failure. The first one is product design problem. We discussed already, I think. Competitive action we have discussed. Fault pricing. Okay. Fault pricing, I think we didn't discuss in the previous one. Hanji. Fault pricing, or you could say the pricing not up to the mark or not appropriate as per the competitors, if you may talk about. Okay, any example regarding fault pricing?
I think Videocon is company
Yes, Videocon.
because they will not set the price at according to the product with the company in the market. I think so.
Definitely that we may consider. Even when we discuss about you could say the examples related to like how the company is actually formulating their strategy, even like when we talk about the price skimming, or when we discuss about the price okay. Mr. Anuj, please kindly mute.
Sir,
Yes, please, Santosh.
this Land Rover, when before the Tatas took over, the pricing was very high, and Indian market was not well accepted, or not at all accepted. It may be segmented as international brand, or now also it is called as international brand, but still Tatas took over. They changed the design, and after changing the design, they segmented into premium segment, but not very high sector. I think the pricing suits to the Indian market today. So now we are seeing Land Rover at least everywhere in the cities, all cities.
Definitely, now it is more, you could say, affordable and more in the
Affordable.
range of, yes, like definitely we can consider that example.
Yes, sir.
Even one more example regarding when the Starbucks was initially launched in India. Okay, they have actually come up with the premium coffee segments. Okay, but after that they realized that definitely they need to attract the students and the younger crowd. They come up with some, you could say, different variants and different varieties of product afterwards. So initially it was the faulty pricing decisions, but after that the company may actually revive their strategy, and they actually come up with the new pricing strategy in the market. That is about the faulty pricing initially for Starbucks actually. What else we can take an example, please? Anyone? Initially, I think if you remember, the LED TV was launched by Sony actually, and the pricing was extremely high actually initially. But actually product was successful, but it was not actually you could say demanded by the product because of the affordability issue. So that may not be you could say the actual best example for faulty pricing. Okay, but because they are actually coming up with some innovation, definitely they are charging the higher prices from the customers. Hanji. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Then cost of product development. Okay. Usually what happens, because whenever we need to develop a new product, we actually, you could say, incur some initial costing for R&D, initial costing for, you could say, their shape, design, their size, everything, which we actually go through whenever we are launching a new product, whenever we are going for innovation, whenever we are going for some upgradation, expansion strategy of the company. In that cases, if the cost is very, very high, as we know that like Apple, I think we were discussing in the last class, they always do a lot of R&D actually to before launching any product. Okay. So because of the R&D cost, okay, that maybe you could say one of the reasons that products are very costly. Okay. So the cost of product development, and because of that, the pricing is very, very high. That maybe you could say again one of the reason of product failure as well. Okay. And the last point we have the product incorrectly positioned in the market. What is examples, please? The incorrect positioning of the products.
Incorrect positioning means like launch on the wrong time, or like what it actually.
No, incorrect positioning, like in this particular marketing term we are talking right now, that is about the utility is not basically up to the mark what the other competitors are offering, or the benefits are not comparable.
Okay.
Hanji. But definitely there are so many you could say brands we have in the market. Okay. But the position of that, like I think one basically example which I quoted about the Yoga laptops. Okay. Or even there are so many which are detachable as well. Detachable laptops, I think you might have heard about that. The product was launched in the laptop segment. But when we come to utility, that was not, you could say, rightly positioned in the market when it comes to the segment of that particular laptop range. Okay, that maybe you could say one of the blunder of how the incorrect position was there, because that product was actually technically innovated, but it is not actually successful in the market for the longer period of time. Hanji. What else I think when we come to incorrect positioning?
I think, son, you know that Toshiba company is launching a TV. But because of some technical issue and all, already so many TV on that time is launching, and also Toshiba company is also launching, but not success to sell the TV in the market because of the technical issue.
Okay. Fine. When we, I think, discuss about this particular incorrect positioning in the market, when we discuss about, you could say some baby products, or we can say, I think I didn't remember actually going for the right example, I think right now, but incorrect positioning of product, like whenever we talk about it, suppose.
One product I remember, I don't know whether it would be placed on this category. Quite long years back, Britannia has, no, I think Britannia's launch is the milk product. Yeah,
Okay.
but that doesn't succeed for long. It was, I think, only for 1-2 years it was in the market, and then it was not seen.
Okay.
So that might be due to that, or what can be the reason?
See, that is, I think, not incorrect positioning. Actually, it is basically marketing failure, actually. Because see, if it is talking about incorrect positioning, definitely that is again the marketing failure of the company, marketing strategy failure of the company. Okay. Because if the example of, you could say, Yoga laptops, I think, which I have given it to you. Okay. Even if you remember, there is one, you could say, a high octane petrol, I think, which was launched by, I think, this HP and Indian Oils. I didn't remember. So initially, if you get the power petroleum and the normal petrol, actually you have. Okay. But I think, if you might remember or not, actually, There is third variant of you could say petrol was launched, which is high octane. Initially, I don't know whether it is available in the market or not, but the basic purpose of that petroleum product is just to serve the market actually in a right manner, or you could say just to provide the more you could say high octane petroleum product to the customer, so that there would be high safety, high you could say mileage for their vehicles. But that product is not at all successful. Okay, it is not at all demanded actually in the market. I'm talking, I think 3 to 4 years back, this strategy basically come up, launch I think by Indian Oil or by HP, I didn't remember, but it is basically one of the products which they have launched. But I think within
By,
few
by the
years,
Indian oil, sir. By the Indian oil. In
okay,
the comparison of the power oil of the HP.
yes, yes, yes. So that is again the product incorrectly positioned in the market. It is not being, you could say, related to the customer as well. Okay, so I think that is the you could say few more points which we come under reasons for new product failure. Okay, few more points I think we'll discuss now. Okay, that is about reasons for new product failure. The first one is development cost go over budget. We discussed already about the R&D cost. Over poor packaging. Okay, poor planning and inadequate promotion. Okay, so poor packaging means the you could say the how the product, you could say, maybe wrapped, maybe you could say provided to the customer at the end. Okay, that maybe you could say one of the reason. Poor planning means how the product was launched, when it was launched, in what condition it was launched, among what number of competitors was launched. Definitely that may be the poor planning part. And inadequate promotion. In order to, you could say to launch your product, definitely, like if we take the example of Vedantu, okay, like if we compare that particular Vedantu with the Byju's or with Whitehead, the advertisement is not actually more frequent as compared to the other you could say brand we have. Okay, so that may be inadequate promotion of Vedantu in comparison with other companies. Okay, so that maybe you could say a few more reasons about the product failure. Clear, I think, everyone?
I think one more reason for Vedantu failure can be because they have taken people who are already working in different sectors. The teachers were basically, as far I know, no?
That I don't know actually. In the reality, I don't know because I never worked for these companies. So that
No,
basically,
even I have not worked from them, but I just last year only I was just searching on that. So basically, people are also working in other sectors and they are basically teachers. So might be due to time or something, it was not pop up. I don't know.
okay, might be the reason actually. But I think even though if you just see the advertisement of Vedantu, I think it was hardly you will available on few televisions channels. Okay, but the Byju's and the top, not topper actually, that is an academy or different, you could say upgrade, you will actually find it more frequently as compared to the other company. So that maybe you could say one of the reason of not failure, but not having that much success as compared to other brands.
Marketing plays a very big role. Like example is the Imami, which actually took over Himami a long time back, and and the product are the same, but the marketing, how they took away the scenario of taking away film stars or cricketers or the sport people, that actually started a long time back by Imami in India. They took away them and then the product was highlighted,
Okay,
and they have a good market at present.
understood. Yes, yes, good example actually. Even like we talk about Vico as well. Okay, there are so many examples. The companies are still available in the market, and there those who understand the benefits of that, they still use those traditional products. Okay, students. So I think these are the major reasons for product failure which we discussed. Okay, there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we are going for a break of 10 minutes, and we'll get back to you after 10 minutes of time. Okay, at 7:10 sharp. Okay, students.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Guys, class is over.
No, class is not over. Just to give a break of 10 minutes, please.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah. Yes, student. Shall we start now? I think.
Okay, sir.
Yes, yes. So we have done with the reasons for new product failures. Okay, we have discussed all these points. Now, the consumer adoption process. Okay, the consumer adoption process basically is associated with how the customer will actually purchase the product. Might be the information and the awareness regarding the product may be since long, but adoption basically is a process through which when the particular customer is actually ready to receive those services or to buy those particular products from the market. Okay, now these adoption process basically is an ongoing process for a particular marketing company. And as we know that whenever the particular product or particular, you could say, services which you wanted to receive from the market or from its company, you always actually go through with these 5 phases. The first one is about the awareness about the product. For example, if you are planning to purchase one 5G product, 5G mobile phone, okay, definitely you are aware about 5G technology, which might sooner or later will launch in India. According to that, you are planning to purchase one mobile phone which should be 5G compatible. First point, whether you are interested to purchase the 5G mobile phone, or is it the 4G or 4G or 3G is basically, or LTE technology is sufficient for your work or sufficient for your need. If so, definitely you will evaluate that the product comparison when it's come to 5G, product comparison when it comes to 4G, 3G, their prices and everything. You will try it once, I think, with your friends, with already users available in the market. You will have a touch, you will have a feel of how the 5G works. And if you are quite satisfactory, you will purchase that. You will adopt the product. Okay. So that is a very basic example how the customer adopt a particular product. Any example from your side, please, regarding consumer adoption process? Anju. Yes, friends, any example from your side? Awareness, interest, evaluation, trial, and adoption. for example, let us suppose you are planning to purchase one electric vehicle, or let us suppose automatic vehicle. You are aware about the automatic vehicle, how exactly the functionality of that. You might have an interest in automatic vehicle or semi-automatic or manual vehicle if you're talking right now. If you're interested in automatic, definitely you will evaluate and compare with the existing brands and existing, you could say, alternatives. You will have a trial of that and you will adopt it. Hanji. Any other example, please? Yes, students. Any example from your side?
Can be any car,
Definitely, yes.
like
Discuss
say,
example.
whichever it may be.
Yes, yes, yes,
He
definitely.
has to cross with all these 5 stages, then only he will take adoption.
Because usually it's very common process actually. Like even in our, you could say, life or routine life, we are taking so many decisions, or majority of the decision we can say on the basis of this process only. Okay, students, I think so. Any example, I think, or shall we move to the next topic?
I think whatever new technology which we are adopting with years, with time, everything has evolved like this way only.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Definitely.
previously, like in two-wheeler, it was only gear or the scooter and the gear were available. Then a long time back when non-gear launched, like Scooty Pep, I think that was the first one as far I can think so. So slowly people, and now you can see non-gear and the gear both running at the same pace on the roads.
Definitely, definitely. Like the evolution you're talking right now, I think that is from first is called kinetic actually. No, not Lambretta. It is
No, I think.
Luna. Yes, Luna. Very good, very good. Luna. Then from Luna, actually they come up with the two we gear at a Hero Puck. I think Hero Puck, no, Hero Puck automatic and Hero Puck gear. And then
And similarly, nowadays we are more opting for automatic cars than the gear changing gear.
mm-hmm. Okay, it's actually depend on the customer preference actually. Like the interest is actually the major component in this case.
And
Okay.
the cost also, and it should
Yes.
not be just fancy product. Then the customer adapt with a greater pace.
Definitely, definitely. Yes. Okay, like for example, we can actually take this example is services. Like for example, Netflix. Okay, the each and everyone about the Netflix services. Okay, Netflix offering Netflix content. Okay, the customer are aware about how many are interested to take the license or take the subscription for that. If you are interested, you will evaluate with the other, you could say, OTT content platforms. You will try it and you will adopt it. Clear? I think it's very simple. Shall we move?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then there are certain other, you could say, factors which may actually make up, you could say, play a very crucial role in terms of adoption process of the customer. Okay, that maybe you could say time of adoption. Time of adoption means what? Either you are an innovator, early adapter. I think I discussed the example in the segmentation and targeting. Okay, so whether you are the one who will purchase very first time, that is called early adapter or innovators basically. Okay, then you could say you are lagger. Okay, then you are influencer. Okay, then you are the real customer or real buyer of the particular product. So there is category of, you could say, customer where customer, you could say, bifurcation. Those who actually adopt or purchase that product depends on the you could say time of launch, from the time of launch and the time of adoption, which might vary from customer to customer. Okay, for example, let us suppose the iPhone 13 is about to come, or any other variants of iPhone is about to come. There would be someone, those who are actually very keen to change their mobile phone. They will actually have very quick adoption of that process, of that product, we can say. Okay, so that is basically the part of the time of adoption. I hope so it is clear, everyone. Like when we talk about, you could say, the Inox premium services, when it's come to their you could say movie experience for the customer. They are coming up with the 4XD. They are coming up with that. I think I didn't remember the name right now. Atoms, actually, they have actually one of the theater which they are coming up with, which is, you could say, much more higher priced as compared to the normal Inox cinemas which we experience. So time of adoption is nothing but basically when you will experience that. Either you are the one, whenever it is launched in your city, you will visit that. Okay, like Starbucks, the premium brands we talk about. The Starbucks launch in my city, I think recently it is, I think 1 year back, and people are like, they're very crazy when it's come to adopting or whenever they want to render those services from the market. Okay, I think time of adoption is very simple and clear as well. Personal influences. Influence from your friend, family, society, your spouse, your children. That maybe you could say one of the reason of your adoption. Okay, if someone is, you could say, poking you again and again to use that traditional Nokia phone still if you are using it out, or you could say very old category of phone in which the even the screen is not working, the touch is not working properly. Okay, that maybe you could say some person, those who enforce you to change your vehicles. Okay, so n number of reasons are there. The personal influence, again, one of the important part which may actually enforce a person to purchase a new product. Innovation and innovation characteristics. Definitely innovation when we talk about automobiles, air condition, refrigerator, when we discuss about softwares. Okay, what else? Even in the vehicle segment, Morris Garage, if we talk about the innovation and the creativity which they have come with internet vehicles. Okay, so that may be the examples of innovation characteristics. Organization readiness means, for example, if you want to purchase any product for commercial or for organization purpose, or for, you could say, uh, for you could say corporate purpose. In that case, definitely, for example, if you are working in the institute being a faculty, college is providing us, you could say, good quality of laptops. They are also providing good quality of headsets. They're also providing good quality of iPads or touchpads for numerical problems. They are providing, would say, good quality of smart boards in the classrooms. Okay, so that is basically the need of the hour for the organization when they are ready to purchase that product in bulk for their employees. Okay, so it is about the other factors which influence the consumer adoption process. Anji, is it clear? I think also examples are also clear to everyone. Anji, please kindly confirm, students. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, as I told you already, that there are different type of time of adoption. Okay, as you can see that the first one is called innovator. They are very technological enthusiasts and they are the one who will purchase very first. Okay, after innovator, we have early adopters. Early adopter means those who will actually influence from the innovators and then they will purchase it. Okay, early majority, that is about the after early adopter. Definitely the bulk and the size of the market or size of the product, say experience, may also increase. Late majority, which comes after early majority. Then laggards. Laggards was the last one who purchased that product at very, very last when the prices of that product is half from the original price which was launched. Okay, that is about the time of adoptions. Hanji. Is this clear, please, everyone? Time of adoption.
Yes, sir.
The different categories of for the same. Hanji, everyone, please kindly confirm. Shall we move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Next, we have innovation characteristics. Like as we're discussing in the case of, you could say, the adoption process, we have the innovation is the most important category. Okay, the first, you could say, that is about the relative advantage. Okay, for example, if I'm purchasing any Philips electronic product for my kitchen compared to Bajaj, compared to, you could say, compared to, you could say, the any other alternative option like Usha or any other brand available in the market, So somehow the relative advantage or degree of innovation that the Philips is providing is much better as compared to the other brand. Like Philips grooming products. Okay, we talk about LG Electronics or especially LG Microwave. If I talk about having huge, you could say varieties of features which they are providing to you. That is called relative advantages with the other product when it's come to innovations. Compatibility, like as I can say that, like for example, if I'm using my MacBook right now, that MacBook might not be compatible in the projectors of my college. Okay, so like for example, if I need to transfer some you could say files from my MacBook, so it may possible that I have to download some other software to transfer the particular product. Initially, if you can see that the compatibility of the Apple product was not up to the mark with the current you could say technology when it's come to transfer of data, when it's come to you could say like the projector option. If we talk about the connectivity issues, was the major issue with the MacBook, MacBook actually, or we could say Apple product, we can say. So that was, you could say, the one of the major issue with the laptop was, or with the MacBook was. But initially, so later on, it was actually resolved by the Apple. Okay. Then we have divisibility. Okay, divisibility basis all about the innovation up to which the innovation may be tried. Like recently, if you can see the example of GeoFiber, how GeoFiber is giving you, you could say 1 day, 1 month free trial without asking any question. And once if you after 1 month, if you are not happy with their services, they will not ask any question, and they definitely you may disconnect your services from Geo. Divisibility. Okay. Next is complexity. Complexity is basically nothing but like whenever any company is coming up with some innovation, that the product must be, you could say, user friendly. The product must be, you could say, provide some ease to the customer or ease to the, you could say, individual to use that product. So that is called the complexity. And last one is called the communicability. Communicability is all about basically the whatever benefit you are expecting from the product, same you are receiving in reality. That is called communicability. I hope so it is clear, please, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So I think we will move to the next topic. I think that will start from tomorrow, not today. PLC, I think we have to start now. That is product life cycle. It's a lengthy topic and different topic we have altogether. So that will start from tomorrow. Okay. So any doubt from today's session, please? That is enough for today, I think.
Sir, this communicability, can you still elaborate, please?
Yes, sure, definitely. Because when we discuss about the communicability, for example, before launching this iPhone 12, you might have actually saw a lot of advertisements which actually focuses on the camera quality, the sleek design, more, you could say, edgy designs. If we talk about that, was, you could say, in the pictures or in the advertisements. But once the product is actually launched and the customer do have some expectations, okay, whether the expectation and the benefit which the the customer or consumer is expecting, is it same in the reality or not? That is about the communicability. Or the utility, we can say, the product which may provide to the customer, ease of use when it's come to provide it to the customers. That is about the communicability. Hanji, I think so. It is clear. Mr. Prakash, I think you have asked the query. Yes, Mr. Prakash, is it clear?
No, it was Santosh was asked, sir. It is clear, sir.
Yes. Is it clear? I think so. Because like when we talk about any product, Santosh, actually, like for example, if you want to purchase, let us suppose the new Royal Enfield, okay, and initially the company is because as we know that whenever the particular product is set to launch or about to launch, definitely companies start their advertisement in advance. Okay, so communication through with the help of advertisements and what exactly the product is in the reality, the mismatch, if it is a mismatch, definitely the product may not be fashionable or may not be demanded or may not be successful in the long run. But if it is so, that is called the value proposition actually, what the customer is expecting and what exactly he is getting it out. Clear, I think? Mr.
Clear.
Perfect. Any other doubt, please? I think. Any other query? Any more doubt, please, to anyone?
No, sir.
Thank you so
No,
much.
sir.
And we'll catch you at the same time tomorrow, 6 to 8, and we'll discuss PLC and other topics. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, students, please take care, everyone.
Sir, you too take care.
Yeah. Thank you.
Take care, sir.
Actually, everyone. It is, we have very good bunch of people actually in this. Okay. Thoughtful, actually, we can say. Very innovative when it's come to their thinking process. So it's great to have like students like this bunch we have in the class right now to teach, and even I am learning a lot of things from the so many students. So that's great for the faculty as well. At least we are learning something new from you people. That's great actually. So thank you everyone. Please take care and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye.